Hey guys, so in this video I kind of wanted to start getting into what I've experienced over the past year. You can call it, I don't know, spiritual awakening, enlightenment, remembering, whatever you want to call it. Mine really started about a year ago. I mean, it's basically been my whole life, but it really kind of hit me a year ago. I had already been healing for a few years since I had my kids. I really was trying to reparent my inner child and, not be so given into like having a temper. I really wanted to show up for them as my best self, and I made a conscious effort to. And that kind of, that's kind of what put me on the path to begin with. But I remember about a year ago, I was hanging out with my kids. I think we were watching like a nature show or something, and I was scrolling on my Facebook and I saw a meme that my mother had shared, and it said, "When Israel is surrounded by enemies, look to the sky, your deliverance is near." And it was like scripture. And I was just kind of sitting there thinking about it, and the news had been on about everything going on, earlier in the day, and I was just like, how did they know? Like, how does the Bible know? And I started thinking back to all the signs in Revelation, and I'm like, all these signs are here, but how did they know? 'Cause my brain is very much like recognizes patterns. It's how my brain functions. And I was just thinking about all these things that were going on in the world, and that meme, and I'm like, we're definitely eternal. Like, we're never, and it just hit me all of a sudden that we are eternal. Like, we're not just gonna be over one day, And I mean, I believed in God before. My parents used to have like Bible study at our house when I was really little. But then it's like, I don't know, it just kind of fell to the background, like kind of like Santa Claus almost. Like, but I still prayed every night before I went to sleep. I don't know. Part of me was holding on to it, even though it wasn't like in the forefront of our lives at all anymore. And there was a couple years where I was really angry at God. But I just remember this day, it hit me like life is a pattern. Like, I ended up looking on Google and found out about eternal recurrence, and I started looking into that, and I'm like, okay, so this has been around for a while, but I don't know, it really made me emotional, because it was at that point I realized like I would never lose my kids, or the people that I love, that all the good memories I have, I'd get to re-experience them, and at that point it was just, I wasn't any further than life is like a repeating cycle, and that was enough for me, because even though I've been through a lot of hard things and a lot of pain and loss and whatever, I've also had a really, really exciting life, and I've had a lot of gratitude for every good moment of my life. Those are the moments I hang on to, not the negative ones. And yeah, I thought even just eternal recurrence, I'm like, this is like, I was like crying all day, staring up in the sky, like, just, I was blown away, really. And that's how it really started. And then as time went on, like, I was becoming a lot more balanced inside because of, working on it. And I was becoming a lot more stable, and those like feelings of fear were subsiding. The little bit I did have were subsiding a lot, actually, to where I'd kind of still once in a while get a little, like, I don't know, feeling of discomfort, like I had a reason to be scared, but like over time they just completely stopped. And the next part of it was actually had to do with cats. I've loved cats since I was born. I used to talk to them as a kid. Even completely feral ones would come up to me. They've always trusted me and been drawn to me. I've always considered them a huge gift to humanity and the world, because in failing ecosystems, predators are the first to die off, and without cats, we'd probably be overrun with rats and mice and, you know, animals that could cause a lot of damage. But like about 13, now 14 years ago, people started putting out bogus studies about cats, about how they're destroying the planet, and it's just so absurd. I couldn't even, I just couldn't even believe what I was reading, honestly. And it went so far to the point that Australia developed a poison to target their cats. I know they have a lot of like really amazing flora and fauna and species, but dropping a bunch of poison out of a plane to exterminate a massive number of animals, and then, you know, it wasn't just cats that got a hold of it either, and the water, the ground, it was just, I couldn't believe that they were doing it. But then it started coming over here to the US too, and there was groups made to brainwash people against cats. I mean, even cat lovers were buying into this bullshit, pushing for cats to be exterminated and eradicated. And so I actually made a group to fight back against it, me and a bunch of other cat lovers, and it was always for the sake of humanity. I mean, for cats too, because they're amazing animals, but I realized that people were being brainwashed. It was very blatant. And so yeah, me and this group, I only had like 350 people in it, but like we made a big impact, because like the helping feral cats groups grew from like 7,000 to 200,000 within a month, you know. And the groups that push for, you know, the eradication of outdoor cats were dropping. And I don't know, there's something to